Okay, last section here, we're going to cover how to fill out the order form if you've quoted an independent standard pocket folder from your standard price sheet. This information that I've already pre-filled in, you're going to need to make a note of. This is the only place that appears in the kit, but the vendor name is Independent Printing, which will be at the top of the price sheet. Our contact there is Sue Larson, so you can fill her name in. Vendor phone number is there as it appears, 800-236-2439, and then that is Sue's email address. So you'll need to make note of that. Now, the rest of this, a couple other things I pre-filled in. The flat size of the folder is 18 by 16. The finished size is 9 by 12. And then on the finishing, all pocket folders on cover stock are going to be folded and scored, so you can go ahead and pre-fill all that information in. Okay, here's the part that you're going to need to complete is paper stock, weight, color, finish. It's going to be one of those 5 papers that we went over earlier in the video. So if it's 10-point C1S, we're going to type in 10-point C1S. Okay. Ink front and back. Ink on the front will mean the outside of the pocket folder. Ink on the back will mean the inside of the pocket folder. Okay? So if it's only printed on the outside, you're going to click front. If there's printing on the inside, and when I say the inside, I mean other than the pockets. If you look at the way the folder's constructed, those pockets are folded inward so that the printing from the outside of the folder actually comes inside on the pocket folder. So that will only be if there's printing on the inside other than the pockets would you indicate front and back. Okay? So most pocket folders are going to be printed front only. Now, bleeds, yes or no, this will not affect your pricing, but you need to indicate whether there are bleeds or not. This pricing does include bleeds. This is where it will get a little tricky. The coating, okay? Most of you won't be able to tell whether it has no coating or an aqueous coating because an aqueous coating is barely visible. A UV coating is extremely high gloss. You can actually smell the UV coating. That pricing is not part of the independent pricing kit. So it's either going to be none or aqueous. Okay? Now, the best way to get this right is if you've sent a sample into corporate, ask your print rep and they can tell you if it has an aqueous coating or not. We will do one of two things. Independent will apply an aqueous coating if it's necessary, and if we request it, if we're matching a sample. So if they don't feel it's necessary and the sample has it and we didn't ask for it, you're not going to get it. So it's important you talk to your print rep when you're placing an order to confirm whether or not the current sample has an aqueous coating. The purpose of the aqueous coating is to protect the folder from scratching, particularly when there's a full flood of color that covers it. Okay? So that's going to be something that your print rep can help you with. It also helps the ink dry when there's a full flood of color like that. And it's typically not necessary if there's not what we call heavy coverage on the folder. So again, talk to your print rep and they can help you with that. So that pretty much completes this video, and send in those folder orders. Thanks.